Saturday night in MLS Next Pro closes out with two Western Conference foes facing off for the second time this season as Ventura County hosts Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 from William Rollins Stadium in beautiful Thousand Oaks, California. Welcome in. I'm Josh Toll in the opening meeting of the season between these two teams. Ventura County got the win 4-2. Both these teams coming off losses in their previous meetings, with Ventura County falling 1-0 against Tacoma Defiance, Vancouver falling against Real Monarchs. We take a look at our starting 11. We'll begin with Matt Taylor. He will have his club in a 4-3-3. Just one change from the loss against Tacoma Defiance. Back in is the team's leading scorer, Dylan Vanny, who gets the start at midfield. He'll match up just right in front of his twin brother, Mason Vanny, getting the start between the sticks once against Sebastian Conlon. His 12th start of the season, drafted 65th overall. He leads the league in saves with 46 on the season. Julian Plasius up front, looking to be a threat as well. 3 goals on the year for Ventura County. Meanwhile, for Vancouver Whitecaps 2, Rich Fagan will have his club in a 4-2-3-1. Just 2 changes from the loss against Real Monarchs. Kevin Pogorny getting his 2nd start of the season. Aiden Bajawi getting his first career start here tonight on the road against Ventura County. Sam Rogers will have his 5th start of the season between the sticks. He's made 10 saves on the year as he still looks for his first clean sheet, and he's going to have a tough go against a Ventura County team that's already scored 21 goals on the season. Although Ventura County has scored 21, they've also given up 20. Although for Ventura County, they're going up against the team in Vancouver Whitecaps who've given up the 3rd most goals on the season with 29. Our head referee tonight, Patricia McCracken, will get us going this evening for the second meeting between these two sides. For Ventura County, Julian Plasius, a brace in the first meeting against this Vancouver Whitecaps side. He'll see if he can continue to score goals against the Whitecaps. Third meeting will be in July in Vancouver at Swangard Stadium. Visitors coming out, Whitecaps in the white tops with the blue shorts here this evening. Blue numbers as well. Talking with both head coaches, talking about how that first game of the season, much different than where the teams are at now. Talking with Rich Fagan about that game. Now this team has their identity. They know what they want to do. He had just taken over as the coach, so really got that chemistry, got that gel, and now he's just looking for his team to put the pieces together. But talking about this game against Ventura County, we want to know our identity, but we have to stop them with our press, and we need to score. And that was one of the things he talked about. The team's creating opportunities, but they need to be better with that final pass. But more importantly, it's not about quantity, it's the quality of the shot, and they need to have more quality and better quality to get the end result. Meanwhile, talking to head coach Matt Taylor of Ventura County, really talked about how this Vancouver side has had a tough go with these last few games. They're a much better looking team than what's shown on paper, but really being at home, we need to impose ourselves, and we can capitalize on the moments that we create and turn those moments into goals. And really he wants to see this team to continue to turn the screws and see guys step up and find ways to make plays. Ventura County coming out in the all blues with the white numbers as we are underway here in Thousand Oaks. This shot from distance, and this is going to be grabbed in the air right there by Conlon. A poor giveaway there by Ventura County, and Vancouver nearly capitalized from midfield. That would have been quite the way for Rich Fagan's team to start out. You have to like the idea right there, but Conlon, not fully out on his line, was able to get back, able to grab the ball out of the air. Riley Delgado will play it inside to the circle, and another giveaway here early by Ventura County. So here in the opening minute of play, Ventura County, the home side, just a little sloppy in their possession. We'll see how they continue to settle into this game. Ventura County coming off a tough 1-0 loss against Tacoma. Ventura County looked like the better team in that game, and talking to Matt Taylor about that, that's what he said. Thought the guys played really well and they were great, did a good job imposing themselves against the ball. With the ball, they were able to create really good opportunities, really could not ask for anything more, but just missing it in that final piece in the certain moments, really that decides games. They need more quality here tonight, and if they can get that, he feels that they can come up with a victory. This will be played all the way back. Ventura County on the season, 19 points, currently sitting 7th in the standings. 4 wins on the season for Matt Taylor's club. They do have 4 clean sheets this year. Sebastian Hernandez wearing the captain's armband once again for Ventura County. On the other side, Trevor Wright wearing this armband for Vancouver. Plowing for his Magana, tried to give it up, was looking for Dylan Vanny, unable to get to him. Now a throw here for Ventura County and company. Martinez. Here's Delgado. Delgado getting his 8th start of the season. Another player that came up in the academy of Ventura County. And that's one of the things that Matt Taylor talked about on our phone call, is the amount of academy players that are playing tonight's game. I believe it was 9 of the 11 players starting tonight that have at least played for the academy at some point. Sebastian Conlin, one of the players not from the academy, drafted out of Kentucky. And then you also have in this game coming up, that was not an academy player, is Sebas Hernandez, coming out of the University of Portland. Ventura County doing a good job adjusting, as Prince Ponce is going to play this back to his keeper and Sam Rogers. For Vancouver Whitecaps on the season, they have 9 points, currently sitting 13th and made the playoffs the last 2 seasons. Talking with Rich Fagan, he just feels like it's only a matter of time. Things are beginning to click here. And then once that happens, it's just going to turn the page. It really feels like this team is about to find its footing. All these games in closer, but sometimes it's just that 1 or 2 mistakes that has broken them down. And like he was saying, just the inability right now to finish at the end, even though they're creating chances. This ball played forward and was intended for the striker in Podgorny, but unable to reach him. Garcia. Conlin will go all the way down the field. This ball chested down. Here's his chance now to move forward. This ball played forward, and Ponce is going to usher this back. Dangerous pass right there by Ampanza. Just ushering the ball back to Rogers. Rogers able to dive on top of it, and Ponce might have been better playing that himself. Rogers with his 5th start of the year here tonight, as he'll send this ball away. This ball headed forward, but no one there. Mason Vanny will retreat for Ventura County and try to usher it out, unable to do so, but now he'll go the other direction. Hernandez once again wearing the shield. He'll get it on the return pass from Conlin. Hernandez, the captain, does have 1 goal on the season, 12th start of the year for Hernandez. This is the thing that Ventura County is great. They are great at possessing the ball, picking you apart, and taking advantage of the opportunities when they get it. Luna at midfield, dispossessed of the ball. Ventura County, a high-intensity team, want to dominate the possession, really find that fluid transition if they can. They'll work out from the back. So many different teams now doing that building from the back rather than trying to skip lines. Martinez. And a giveaway here by Ventura County. Peace. He'll go inside. Suji turns away. Suji making his 5th start of the season, just 17 years old. Both teams with very young sides. Both coaches talking about their academy developing players, for not just this second team, but ultimately for their first teams. Ponce on the return pass. Here's Peace once again, the 16-year-old out of the academy. Giveaway here by Vancouver. This is what's hurt them, the poor giveaways, as this is flicked forward. Berletti under some pressure by Preston. Hernandez will go all the way back. 46 saves on the season so far for Conlon. He does have 4 clean sheets as well on the year. That's second best in MLS Next Pro, trailing only Pedro Cruz at Dynamo Dos. Hernandez out wide, down the line. Vanny working his way up, plays it out wide. Here's Luna. Luna was looking to reconnect with Mason Vanny, but unable to do so as this ball is covered up by Sam Rogers. Hernandez calming things down, big diagonal ball. We'll have a foul, this one called on Vancouver. It's going to go against Bajawi. Bajawi with his first start. Another one of these young players on this Vancouver Whitecaps side. Whitecaps have yet to get a win on the road, 5 losses and 1 draw away from Swangard Stadium. Meanwhile, Ventura County, 2 wins at home on the season, go with 2 losses and a draw. Dylan Vanny center with the right, Isaac Luna with the left foot. Vanny sends this in, headed away by Impansa. Now going all the way backwards will be Ventura County. Ventura County on the season, the 21 goals scored, 20 allowed. Meanwhile, for Whitecaps, they've scored 16, they've allowed 29. Martinez over to Hernandez. Back to the 17-year-old. 3rd season with the club as he'll play it into the circle. Gagne with a poor giveaway here for Ventura County. And Ponce, he does have a goal on the season, his lone goal coming against Ventura County back in the opening game of the season. And Ponce, he won't be active in the run, but look for him on set pieces. Berletti. Patience here from both sides, trying to find different cracks that they can break through. Suji tripped up from behind, and this will be a foul called against Dylan Vanny. Vancouver with the 2 wins on the year, coming against Minnesota United and Tacoma Defiance, trying to change that. And Ponce, one of the 7 different goal scorers on the season for this Whitecap side. This ball sent all the way down by Rogers, but no one there. Vicente Garcia was the nearest Ventura County player. Martinez, Conlon. See how Vancouver's trying to apply the press here, trying to force a mistake, and they do. Now can they take advantage of the opportunity? This ball slotted forward, and it's sent away. Bajawi, the intended target. Peace. Trying to create a little space. He'll drop it behind. Galletti goes inside. And Ponsa at midfield. And Ponsa inching forward. Has a little room to go up the spine. Playing the ball forward, and this will be easily gathered in by Conlon. Bajawi was in the vicinity for Vancouver, but unable to connect. Luna nearly dispossessing the ball, but gets it over to Preston. Preston had Delgado on the overlap, elects to keep it. Vanny switching sides. Gagne. Martinez. Vancouver now looking to possibly counter, but dispossess of the ball. And we'll have a foul here called against Ventura County. Just look, you can see the hand that was the reason for the foul, just to pull the jersey. Carson Rossack was the player that went down to the ground for Vancouver. Ventura County FC brought to you by McDonald's West Coast, owned by the largest Mexican-American owned franchise, the McMorrow Family Restaurants Group, with over 48 locations in Southern California. McDonald's West Coast is a proud Jersey sponsor and partner, bringing local communities together. Hernandez, the captain. This Ventura County team coming into the week, and they lead the league with 7,060 passes completed. That's 910 passes more than the next team in LAFC2, and you can see why. They just go station to station. There, though, they can't connect with Riley Delgado. They're going to be very patient, very technical and clinical on how they connect on their passes. They'll use their passing and try to find the cracks in the foundation to break you down. Preston. Once again, Ventura County not seeing anything they like, going backwards. And they'll go east to west before they go north to south. And here's a giveaway by Ventura County. This drop back to the top of the air. Rossack dispossessed of the ball. Now a chance here for Ventura County to counter, but this ball chopped down by the captain and Trevor Wright. Trevor Wright wearing the captain's armband, turned 24 on Thursday. Came out of the University of Denver, where he was a Summit League Defender of the Year. Conlon will send it away once again. Ball won back by Garnett of Vancouver. Rasek. He'll go out wide. Zuluaga. Zuluaga very good at sending balls in as he'll dump it off. Suji dispossessed of the ball though. Given right back by Ventura County, but one back again by the home side. A couple poor giveaways in the last couple times down for both sides. Danny looking to get on the return. Tries to go in and around, and Ponza unable to do so as he's fouled. And this will be our first booking of the game. Eric Preston coming to his teammate's defense. And Ponza, the first player into the books here tonight. Clear foul here by Ponza. Now, Dylan Vanny as well as Isaac Luna standing over the ball as we take a look back at that foul. Clear foul there, no doubt that's a yellow card. Luna will head off, so it'll be Vanny taking this kick. Vanny into the box. Vanny into the area. Luna into the 6-yard box, headed up, but not out of danger. Headed back, and this will be covered up on the play by Rogers. Garnett crosses midfield. Garnett gets the foul. This will go against Isaac Luna, the 16-year-old. For Garnett, this 13th start of the season. As he's able to pop up. Trevor Wright might be over there asking why that one wasn't a yellow card against Ventura County. And Carson Rasek to play this away. Rasek leading the team in assists. He has 4 on the season at just 17 years old. Jostling for a position as our head referee, Patricia McCracken, will calm things down at the top of the 18-yard box. Suji planted at the back post, but no one there for Vancouver. I just overcooked that a little bit. It had a couple players at the top of the 6-yard box, more in the center of that 18-yard box, but unable to connect with any of them. And he loses possession as it's played back by Sujit and Ponza, the center back. And Ponza directing traffic, goes inside. Wright turns away, he'll go backwards. Peace. Suji trying to turn away from danger, but Vicente Garcia able to stick with him. Vanny to his left foot, and how about that stop on the play by Sam Rogers? First big save of the game, and it comes from Sam Rogers of Whitecaps 2. Vanny with 6 goals on the season, could have been his 7th, but Rogers denying him. This ball played on the ground. Here's Mason. Vanny plays it out wide. Ball lofted in, headed out. Mason Vanny once again in possession. Once again at the edge of the area. Luna into the area, deflected away. Delgado. Here's Preston. Preston to the top. Hernandez. Delgado. Looking for Vanny. Vanny unable to squeeze by two defenders coming over to help defensively was Impansa. Belletti also there for Vancouver. Preston, piece with him. Delgado. Patience once again here from Ventura County. Impansa. Gorney. They're going to go out wide. Garnett. Garnett trying to get by Luna. Does. Now a foul here called against Wright. VCFC, powered by Ventura County Credit Union, Ventura County's trusted member-owned financial partner, empowering over 80,000 locals with smarter banking and community-first service since 1950, bringing VCFC to all local communities as their official credit union partner and jersey sponsor. We talk a lot about the ability of Ventura County to possess the ball. The defending qualities that Matt Taylor looks for, he wants the intensity and the desire from these players, a willingness to go at it, that really enjoy working and playing a defensive style of football, but he really enjoys working with these players and how they're developing their game to get to the next level. But in order to be better players, you have to want to do it on not just the offensive side of the ball, but the defensive side of the ball. It talks about experience. A lot of these younger players, it's really the physicality, and how do we get them to combat that and get them to be able to play against some of the bigger players that are in this league when you have some of the adults that have already graduated college and some players down from the first teams. It does make a difference, but really they want these young players to be able to impose themselves and make a difference in games. Here's Preston, trying to create a little space. Preston. Ghana. He'll go drop it back. Luna. I think Vancouver doing a good job as forcing Ventura County to go backwards. Ventura County not trying to force anything in terms of shooting either. Preston. Delgado. Martinez back to Delgado. Here's Dylan Vanny looking for Preston. And Impansa over to defend. Goes right into the shoulder of Eric Preston. Shoulder to shoulder. That was clean from Impansa. Trisha McCracken seeing it all the way. Here's a look back, and Ponsa is using his size to his advantage. That's one of the things that Matt Taylor talked about, being able to match that physicality. At times, a hard thing to do with some of these younger players. Preston, weird to say, one of the older players on this team at 18 years old for Ventura County. Giveaway here by Vancouver. Delgado, who won the ball back, now striding up the field. Delgado knocked down by Berletti, and this will be a foul against Cristiano Berletti. Berletti in his first season with the Whitecaps, coming out of the University of Indiana. Delgado will retie his shoe. Another one of the players that came up in the academy here for Ventura County. Now Luna take this kick here for Ventura County. Saw Dylan Vanny take a couple of them before. Vicente Garcia now also over for Ventura County. It looks like he's going to take this as Luna now walks away. It will be Garcia sending into the box. Headed down and now sent away by Zuluaga. Once again, Rogers reading this well, coming up, grabbing the ball. Talking to Rich Fagan before this game about the atmosphere around the club. Talking about how he loves the atmosphere at the club. Has never been better. You have a top team in MLS with the first team. Really loves the role models from the first team here to the second team. But really, this club is together. And now he talks about this team, the second team, really starting to do the right things. And he really feels that once it clicks, things will start rolling and they'll start getting more points and more wins moving forward. Suji knocked off the ball. Dylan Vanny pushing up the field. Preston's been active on the ball here in the first half. Luna, Preston. Garcia knocked over from behind by Podgorny. Just one booking so far in this game to Prince and Ponsa of Vancouver. Things are starting to get a little bit more physical here as this first half has progressed. Vanny and Garcia having a conversation, and Garcia will walk away. Dylan Vanny got off to a hot start at the beginning of the season, scoring the first 3 games. Scoring against City 2, Austin, and this Whitecaps 2 side. Last year he did have 5 goals and 3 assists. He's already surpassed his goal total from last season, sitting with 6. Six goals. He's tied for 3rd in the league. And here Vanny loops it in, head away by him, Ponsa. Here's Mason Vanny, well off target. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ombi Mobile, featuring premium 5G, unlimited talk and text, and exclusive access to the Ombi Club, where you can earn scholarship rewards, mortgage points, merchandise, and more. Learn more at ombimobile.com. Bajawi was a little too far forward on the field as Vancouver is going to have to bring this back for their throw-in. One player out from tonight's match, Sahil Deo. He's away with Canada's U20 side. Of course, the World Cup coming up. Both coaches talking about that. They don't expect much changes here in the next month. But both teams hosting games in Los Angeles as well as up in British Columbia and Vancouver. It's a fun thing to be a part of. Have some of the world's best out there as this is played for and cut across and sent away, and it'll be a throw now here for Whitecaps too. Both teams with just one shot on target here in this game so far. They lack chances here. Ventura County, they do have 2 shots in the game, but unable, as we're going to have our second yellow card now handed out. Kadir Zulaga, the player with the yellow card here. So now 2 players for Vancouver with yellow cards, and Pansa and Zuluaga. Fagan had a lot of high praise about Zuluaga. More on that here in a moment. Vicente Garcia to send this in for Ventura County. This ball played into the 18-yard box, and once again, Sam Rogers there. Sam Rogers, clear command of this game here for Whitecaps too. Mason Vanny. Here's Dylan Vanny. Martinez. Delgado. Preston able to get around Peace. Let's see what he can do with this opportunity. To the spot. Drop back the shot. And this one goes through for the opening goal from Isaac Luna. Second goal of the season for Luna. How about this? Preston playing it over. A great touch pass there. Finding Luna. You have to love that from Julian Plasius. Dropping that ball off to Luna, and Luna finishes. Second goal on the year for the 16-year-old for Plasius. His 3rd assist. Give that hockey assist to Eric Preston right there for Ventura County. But now the home side with the lead here. That goal coming in the 36th minute. 22nd goal of the season for Ventura County. Now for Vancouver Whitecaps, the question is going to be, who's going to be that player that steps up? Are they going to be able to find that goal scorer? Aiden Bajawi, his first start of the season, maybe he can be that. The striker, Kevin Pagorni, still looking for his first goal of the season. Carson Rasek, well, he leads the team with 4 assists, has yet to score a goal. That's the one thing they need to find. A little bit more creativity from these players. Again, Rich Fagan talking about how they're creating opportunities in these games, but they're not getting the best quality of shots, and they need to find a way to right now just challenge Sebastian Conlin. Get a shot on goal, maybe he spills the ball and you can get an easy tap in. But they need to be doing a better job in that attacking third in creating opportunities in those big moments. Right, the captain. We'll go to his center back partner and Ponsa. Gorney loses possession. Martinez over to Conlon. One of the things in our conversation this week with head coach Matt Taylor talked about Sebastian Conlon and how he's really getting better using his feet. He's really a great athletic player, has great technical ability, really sound, has the ability to make the big save. He's a hard player to score against. Really feels like he's #1 keeper, but really trying to get better at his range of passing. But what he loves about him is he understands the pressure, has a great eye for it as well. He's really doing a good job adjusting to what we are asking of him. He's really grown into the identity that this Ventura County wants of their goalkeepers. He's adapted his game in a different way, but he brings real quality to the side. He has not been challenged here in this game. Just one save here today for Conlon. Conlon leading the league in saves now, 47 on the season. Here's Mason Vanny, has numbers up. Vanny pushing the pace, playing it over. Good defensive play there by Trevor Wright. Trevor Wright read that perfectly. We'll have a foul here called by our referee, Patricia McCracken, against Ventura County. Garcia. Here's the captain. About 5 minutes to the break. Our lone goal coming from Isaac Luna, that coming in the 36th minute. Hernandez, Delgado. Ventura County team last year making the playoffs, finishing in the 8th and final spot. With 11 wins and 11 losses on the season. Scored 48 goals last year. Didn't allow 51. But second straight season making the playoffs after finishing dead last in 2023. And Taylor and his staff really focusing on developing and winning and bringing in a great culture here to Ventura County. And the loss against Tacoma Defiance for Ventura County, shut out for just the second time this season. Ventura County doing a great job being efficient when they're in the attacking third, creating opportunities. They might not have a lot of shots on target, but again, then it goes back to what Rich Fagan was talking about. It doesn't necessarily mean the quantity, it's about the quality as this ball is played to Mason Vanny. Suji. Mason Vanny holding him up. Rogers. Right. Gagne fouled on the play by Garnett. Preston fouled by Peace. See if Peace goes into the books or if he'll just get a warning here. Delgado will get us going once again. Hernandez all the way backwards to Conlon. Martinez. Delgado. Ponce with a good first touch to bring that ball down. Suji loses possession but regains it. Suji out wide. This ball played in, but Conlon right there to grab the ball out of the air, and he'll settle things down for the moment. Vanny. Garcia. Back to Vanny. Vanny, how about that through ball? Looking to connect with Preston, but back is Impanza. Impanza will shield Preston away, and this will be a goal kick for Vancouver. Rogers sends it away. Headed up by Preston. Vanny, how about that hair? Back to Preston. Back to Vanny. Inside, but well read from Garnett of Vancouver. Vajawi. And Ponce sends it up to midfield. Vajawi. 1 minute of stoppage time here added on to the first half. This foul will go against Dylan Vanny. So maybe one last chance here for Whitecaps 2 to move up the field. And Ponce trying to send the players forward, and Vanny's going to be into the books. I just said something there to the referee, Patricia McCracken. Now Rasak to send this forward. Bruletti heads it up. Quick throw here maybe for Bruletti as he'll go backwards. And Ponce unable to get to the ball, and there will be the whistle from our head referee, Patricia McCracken, to end the first half. Vancouver Whitecaps will go in the locker room trailing 1-0. Ventura County a chance to get their 5th win of the season if they can hold on to this lead. For our score of the half is Ventura County 1, Whitecaps 0. Coming up in our halftime show, we go back to the Northeast for another player pathway success story plus highlight stats after this brief timeout.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the city of angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back. New England homegrown Peyton Miller is another success story in an MLS Next Pro ranks. Let's revisit his story in this feature.
A lot of upside, a huge ceiling for this young kid.
You're going to like him a lot. His name is Peyton Miller. This is great stuff again. Oh, my goodness.
A little bit of force away through here. Ball to the back post. It's awkward, and it's thrust in towards goal.
From Unionville, Connecticut, to stepping on the field in Major League Soccer, Peyton Miller's journey is just getting started.
I'm from Connecticut. I grew up in Unionville. Growing up, I trained a lot with my dad. My dad is mostly the reason for where I am today. When I was like 7, I won a championship for my travel team with my dad as a coach, and I kind of just fell in love with it from there.
As Peyton began to excel as a player, he began receiving attention from multiple clubs.
I started at FSAFC, and then I wanted to excel my game a little bit more, so then I went to Oakwood, and then from there we played teams like New England Revolution, Philadelphia Union, and then the Revs reached out, and it was my childhood dream to play for the Revs, so it was kind of an easy decision for me to make to come here.
When I arrived at the Revs as a new employee, the staff was telling me about a young man named Peyton Miller. And so right away I went and did as much research as I could, and when I watched him play one time, it was like, wow, this kid is special. Just the way he moved, the way he was working with the ball, the way he looked around naturally. I knew, as well as others knew, this kid had something inherently in him that we wanted to be around.
Dreams don't come without sacrifice. At just 13, Peyton had to leave his family and friends behind to pursue soccer full-time.
It was hard not being able to be with my parents and not being able to see friends, but it was the sacrifices that I had to make to live this dream. And before that, a year earlier, my parents had to drive 2 hours every single day from Connecticut to Foxborough just so that I can make training, and I'm very grateful for that.
Moving into the Academy's residency program gave Peyton access to top-level training and gave him a platform to continue growing.
And our world structure is everything, because players they're learning so much. There's academics, there's social development, there's physical development, there's goals, there's outside pressures already, there's social media. So what we need to do is we need to provide structure to allow these players to chase their dreams, but chase their dreams with guidelines and helpful. And then when they need a little something extra, we're there for them to help them navigate whatever's in front of them.
By 15, Peyton's hard work paid off. He signed a homegrown contract with the Revolution, and he made his professional debut with Revolution 2 in 2023.
It was against Atlanta. I had a couple good chances, good balls for an assist or a goal maybe. That should have happened, but I was very nervous in the beginning, but as soon as the whistle blew, it kind of just all went away, and all I could feel was just like the adrenaline rush.
Playing against older and stronger players forced Peyton to adapt quickly.
I didn't want the guys like babying me because I was young. I wanted them to tell me how it really was, and they really understood that, and like they weren't afraid to yell at me if I did something wrong, and that's what helped me get to the next level.
His performances that season with Revs 2 opened the door to an opportunity with the first team.
At the end of our season with the second team, they gave me the chance to come train with the first team, and then that a little bit previous of that, that's when I signed my homegrown contract. So that was a very big step. You know, the speed of play was crazy when I got to the first team, but I got used to it for a little bit, and then that's when the off season hit, and then that's when I really started to like train, and I came back for the preseason and I was ready for it.
Soon after came the moment he'd been dreaming of since childhood, his MLS debut at just 16 years old, making him the second youngest player in club history to make his debut.
Interesting debut here. Obviously all the talk about Kevin Sullivan, but Peyton Miller will make his MLS debut, the 16-year-old from Unionville, Connecticut.
My parents made the trip to Philly so they could see me play, and I kind of knew before the game that like this might be the game that I come in, because they told me that week that I'll probably get in that game. But I was nervous stepping to the line, but Caleb just said to me, like, have fun. This is what you love to do. Just go out there and be a kid. And that's what I did. I kind of, as soon as I stepped on the field, everything just went away, and it was just me on the ball.
For Peyton and his family, it was a moment of pride.
They were all excited. You know, I got a lot of texts from everyone, Instagram stories, all that type of stuff. Everyone just saying that they're proud of me. It was kind of just like a full circle moment, being able to represent the badge and represent my family, my friends, and knowing that all the hard work that I put in, the sacrifices that my parents made, paid off.
4 days later, Peyton would make his full MLS debut against FC Dallas.
Okay, here's Miller, goal. Courtesy of the 16-year-old Miller, the Revs to the lead.
Peyton hasn't just made waves at the club level. He's also become a mainstay in the U.S. youth national team setup, earning call-ups from the U15s through the U23s. He featured in all 4 matches at the 2023 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, and later represented the United States at the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup as one of the youngest players on the roster.
As a staff, when Peyton debuted with the 17s and went on, we all have these Slack channels, and his pictures coming up from different players snapping the TV going, there's our friend, there's our teammate, there's our guy, and then other coaches. It was really endearing just to be together. It was because we were actually on the road for a game as an academy staff, and that was amazing. And then to see the whole transformation of where he goes and what he's done, we couldn't be more proud.
Peyton hopes his story can be a blueprint for success for the next generation of Revolution players.
It means a lot to me, you know, like to have younger kids look up to me, and some kids will come up to me and ask me like, what'd you do to get where you're at? And I kind of just tell them like it takes sacrifice and effort, and you just have to be willing to put in the work. But there's a lot of kids that come up to me, and I always tell them like, don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Like, I was once where you're at, like don't be afraid.
MLS recently agreed to a deal that will see global investment firm KKR make a strategic investment and partner with MLS Next Pro. KKR will inject capital into MLS Next Pro with an eye on growing the league and its footprint around the continent. In conjunction with MLS, the partnership will oversee commercial strategy as it looks to move the 27 MLS-affiliated Next Pro teams into new markets with an eye on building brands within those communities and seeking stadium development deals. We will hear more about this in the coming seasons. 1-0 lead for the home side as Ventura County FC leads Vancouver. First half goal, the lone one coming from Isaac Luna in the 36th minute. Julian Palacios with the assist on the goal, and that is where we stand after 45 minutes of play as we take a look at some of the action around MLS Next Pro. Toronto FC taking down Philadelphia Union by a score of 2-1. Sporting Kansas City on Friday taking down Real Monarchs as they head on the road to get the win. Orlando City B, how about the victory they had against Inter Miami? 4-1. Red Bulls fall to Connecticut United FC by a score of 3-1. Real Monarchs taking down Vancouver Whitecaps by a score of 3-1, but still more games tomorrow. Timbers 2 taking on Tacoma Defiance. OCB hosting Chattanooga FC, and then back at it next week. Crown Legacy taking on Philadelphia Union. That game will kick at 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Whitecaps will take on Timbers 2 next Friday. That is the lone clean sheet the Whitecaps have on the season against Timbers 2. They'll look to do that once again as we take a look back at the highlights from the first half of play. Ventura County controlling the possession, but here the poor giveaway early in this game as Pagorni gets a good shot from distance, but well read on the play by Conlon. Here, Dylan Vanny driving forward with the left, but a brilliant save right there by Sam Rogers. Goes down to make the stop. Vanny chipping this ball in, headed away by Mbanza. Here's Mason Vanny, sends it up and over the crossbar. And here Preston charging forward, plays it across Palacios with a great drop-off, and Isaac Luna would finish. That goal coming in the 36th minute, second goal of the season for the 16-year-old for Palacios. His third assist of the year. Eric Preston getting the hockey assist as we take a look at the stats. 2 shots on target for Ventura County in that first half. Vancouver just with 1. They're going to have to find a way to get more shots on frame here in this second half. That is one of the things Rich Fagan talked about. But second half, when we return, as Ventura County leads 1-0 over Vancouver.
Yeah, boys hear cinnamon, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
"45 minutes down at William Rowland Stadium in beautiful Thousand Oaks, California. Josh Toll with you as we get set for the second half. Ventura County up 1-0 thanks to the lone goal from Isaac Luna coming back in the 36th minute. Julian Palacios with the assist on the opening goal of the game for Ventura County. They possessed the ball more than Vancouver, and they did more damage with it offensively, really going up the wing through Eric Preston. He was very active in that first half of Ventura County, able to get at the outside back Jesse Pace as well as the center back Prince Mpanza to create opportunities. So Vancouver's going to have to figure out a way to slow down Preston here in the second half, but they also need to find a way to be more dynamic in their attacking third. If they can do that, maybe they can give themselves a chance to get that equalizer here to begin this second half. This will go over the head of Garnett as Ventura County will move up the field. Ventura County now 22 goals on the year with the Isaac Luna goal. They do have 4 wins on the season, a chance to get their 5th win of the year if they're able to hold on to this lead. Meanwhile, Vancouver Whitecaps still winless on the road. Have their work cut out for them as they want to get back into this game. And it'll be a difficult task with the way that Ventura County is able to possess the ball, keep the defenders at bay. They've done such a good job throughout the season of keeping the defenders away, forcing them to make mistakes, and then when the defender does make a mistake, they're able to capitalize. As this is going to be played for and won back by Vancouver. Suji will go all the way back. Here's Trevor Wright wearing the captain's armband. We'll play it over to center back partner Impansa. Impansa, he was handed a yellow card in the first half. Yadir Zuluaga, also a yellow card in the first half for Whitecaps too. Dylan Vanny with the lone yellow card in the first half for Ventura County. Conlon only had to make 1 save in the first half, and it wasn't much of a save. Rogers, on the other hand, he had a great save on Vanny in the opening half. Did allow the lone goal from Luna, though. Here's Garnett. That one you want to see Suji give that ball back to Garnett. Garnett had got by his defender when he passed the ball off. As Suji goes back to him, Garnett's going to have a little room to wiggle forward. Here's Preston. Preston on the inline, cuts across, but right at Sam Rogers. Rogers, well, he gave up the goal. He's been terrific here in the game for Vancouver. Impansa. Rasak in the circle. Unable to keep this in play was Zuluaga. Mason Vanny will send the ball back in for Ventura County. Vanny getting his 14th start of the season. Does have 1 goal, 1 assist. Rasek. Zuluaga has the ability to go direct. Lofted ball. Chested down, and it'll be scooped up by Conlon. Talking with Rich Fagan about Yadir Zuluaga. They really value his ability to be direct, to go at goal. But one of the things they also love is the ability to send in those early crosses. They love his execution and his ability to create. They're really a player that feels like as the season continues to progress, that you're going to see more goals and more assists coming from him. Rich Fagan thinks the team is close. It's just only a matter of time once everything clicks that things just start rolling in favor of the Whitecaps, who have struggled here this season so far. The Whitecaps, too, last year they made the playoffs for the 2nd straight season. Fellow Rapids, too, in the opening round. They're a team last year that had 61 goals, gave up 54, finished 7th, 1 spot ahead of this Ventura County side. Of course, the first team, one of the best teams in MLS. Right now, the first team's on a month-long break. They'll resume in July with the World Cup taking place. Main team's first games looking at the 17th of July. That'll be one of the things both these cities, Vancouver as well as Los Angeles, host cities. Different countries that will be playing in Vancouver or Los Angeles. Suji trying to elude the pressure here of Luna. Right. Suji back to right. This ball sent forward by Rogers. Garcia. The captain, Hernandez. Ventura County side so good when they're under pressure, when teams apply the high press, making the right decision. This ball's won back by Garnett. A lot of times, especially for younger players in the academy, they try to force them to overthink, trying to make the bad pass. It's just not the case with this Ventura side. Very well coached. Talk about the technical ability, but as well as just the decision making of some of these youngsters. Bajawi just on the edge of the area. Bajawi getting his first start. Plays the ball in, but no one there for Vancouver as it's easily cleared away by Enrique Martinez. And Ponsa. Peace. Bruletti. Bruletti will turn aside. And Ponsa over to Garnett. Garnett unable to get the ball, trying to throw out his right foot, but unable to get the pass from Zuluaga. Talking with head coach Rich Fagan about Micah Garnett. He's just one of those players that does everything consistently, makes the simple things easy. A lot of times that's the big thing, get that good foundation, be able to do the simple things, and that can propel you to being a great player. Bruletti. Suji back to Bruletti. Bruletti, one of those players that's really adapted well from the college game to the professional game. Garcia. Gagne. He'll find Preston. Preston has Delgado on the overlap. That's where he goes. Delgado trying to cut it in, but unable to squeeze it by Ponsa. Ponsa doing a good job reading these balls on the passes that go inside the area. Doing a good job coming over and helping Jesse Peace out. And Ponsa. This ball takes a deflection, goes right to Vanny. Bruletti. Here's Wright. Right, two former college players in Wright and Bruletti. Bruletti attended Indiana, also played at Michigan State. Wright coming out of the University of Denver. Garcia. Garnett thought that was going to be Vancouver ball, but last touch by Garnett. This ball hit up by the captain Hernandez. Ponsa. Peace will send it all the way back to Rogers. Luna. Try and create a little wiggle room. Here's Mason Vanny. Here's a look back at that collision. You see the collision between Zuluaga as well as Garcia. VCSC brought to you by McDonald's West Coast, owned by the largest Mexican-American-owned franchise, the McMorrow Family Restaurants Group, with over 48 locations in Southern California. McDonald's West Coast is a proud Jersey sponsor and partner, bringing local communities together. Vanny grabbing the shoulder there, Suji, the reason for the whistle. And Ponce will get us restarted. Own goal coming in the 36th minute by Isaac Luna. Second goal of the season, assisted by Julian Plasius, his third assist of the year. Bruletti nearly gave it away. Right, and Ponce. No pressure here by Ventura County. This ball played up the spine, intended for Pingorti. And easily scooped up on the play by Sebastian Conlon. 4 clean sheets on the season for Conlon, trailing only Pedro Cruz of Dynamo Dos. Here's Mason Vanny into the area, cuts it across, back post. Preston unable to track it down at the end line.
Substitution for Vancouver Whitecaps 2.
Bajali will come off. And Tyler Brown will come onto the field. Good conversation earlier this week with Rich Fagan about Tyler Brown. Talked about he's had a tough go recently, but a player that really has a lot of potential. Really have a good plan set up for him, moving up from the academy to becoming the player that he's going to be, that they think he could be as this ball is cut across. But this is a player in Tyler Brown that led MLS Next in scoring, was an MLS Next MVP. They really feel like he can translate that here to the second team. It's just a matter of time. Here's the shot, and this will be stopped by Rogers. Once again, another well-read shot by Sam Rogers. It's sent away by Wright, and it'll find its way into the stands. Vanny. Garcia out wide. Preston. Preston. This ball will be deflected out of play. And now a corner here coming for Ventura County. Isaac Luna to head over to the far corner. This ball played on the ground. Vanny into the area and once again stopped by Rogers. Garnett slowed up at the moment. Garnett trying to get around Luna, does. Garnett going to the center of the pitch. Rouletti. This ball looping back post. Chip back to the spot. And now sent away by Luna. Gagne over to Dylan Vanny. Suji tried to defend. Gagne knocked off the ball by Impanza. This time he's called for a foul. Earlier in the first half, he tried to go shoulder to shoulder with Eric Preston, not called for the foul. This time he is. Impanza pleading his case. That was shoulder to shoulder. Impanza also needs to be careful. He is sitting on a yellow card. Now Dylan Vanny, 19 yards out, an opportunity here. Chance to give the home team a 2-goal lead. Our head referee, Patricia McCracken, will give us the go-ahead. Vanny with a strike into the wall. As Luaga, who is able to block that with his body. Vanny trying to get around two defenders, unable to get by Garnett. And chance here on the counter now for Vancouver. For Gorney. This ball pushed forward. Zuluaga. A chance here for Vancouver for the throw in. Vancouver's had difficulty breaking down the back line of Ventura County. Center backs Enrique Martinez as well as Sebas Hernandez doing a great job here tonight from preventing any Vancouver players to get up the spine. Delgado over to defend as this hits off the foot and goes out of play. Nice touch by Tyler Brown, who just subbed on. Sebas Hernandez wearing the captain's armband once again, but he's flanked to his left by Enrique Hernandez. Hernandez with his 10th start of the season, just 17 years old, talking with Matt Taylor about Enrique Martinez, but he's really been one of the bright spots here. And they have a lot of bright spots on the team, but this is a kid coming straight from the academy. He's really shown his ability to grow, but he really loves the way he's been able to adapt physically and be able to combat and defend bigger and stronger players and faster players. But at the academy level, he's really physically dominant. But here he's found a way to neutralize the size of these bigger players at the 2 level and been able to neutralize that as a defender. And they really love his defensive instincts. They think he's got great instincts moving forward as this is played forward and now sent away. But really, they think he's a great guy. They love having him around, and he's a player that loves to defend. He wants to protect the net. That's a big thing that sets him apart. He doesn't want to lose any battles, and one of the things that he absolutely loves about Enrique Martinez is he's a player that wants to learn. He wants to get better, always trying to find different ways to improve. That's what you got to love, especially about these younger players, that thirst to improve and thirst to just find all the knowledge you can, whether it's through your coaches, through teammates, watching videos, spending the extra time in. Zuluaga says it. How about that save by Conlon? Conlon keeping this game 1-0 off a spectacular diving save. Great strike here by Zuluaga. And this one, if it's not for the diving stop of Conlon, this game is knotted up at 1 apiece. VCFC, powered by Ventura County Credit Union, Ventura County's trusted member-owned financial partner, empowering over 80,000 locals with smarter banking and community-first service since 1950, bringing VCFC to all local communities as their official credit union partner and jersey sponsor. Best chance of the night moments ago from Yadier Zuluaga of Vancouver. Unable to get it past Sebastian Conlon. Conlon, most saves in the league now, 48 on the season. Second in the league in clean sheets, but if this scoreline is to hold, he'd be tied for the league with Pedro Cruz of Dynamo Dos. Preston sitting in for Vanny. Vanny, though, with a poor touch. Might have been just too far in front of Vanny for him to gather it in. But if Vanny gets a chance to get that to his left foot, this game could very much be 2-0 in favor of the home side. Up next for Whitecaps 2, next Friday they will host Timbers 2, 9 p.m. Eastern. Game earlier this season. Lone clean sheet of the season for Vancouver coming against Portland Timbers 2. Meanwhile, for Ventura County, they'll host Dynamo Dos Saturday, June 6th. That game will kick at 5 p.m. Dynamo Dos still the only team yet to lose. Luna, the goal scorer for Vanny. Cutting it across. Ball loose. Still loose to Luna. Oh, how about the save? Stab. And now shot in. And the goal comes from Preston. Well, the ball was pinballing around. Falls kindly to the feet of Eric Preston. And he puts it away for his second goal of the season. Preston nearly had a chance there. He gets it over Luna. How about the save by Rogers? Then it's played off the back line by Wright. Comes right to Preston. And the 18-year-old able to strike in the 70th minute. So Eric Preston with the goal. Now 23 goals on the season for Ventura County. And a chance to get their third win at home. Be their fifth win on the year if this scoreline is told. But you have to think with the way Ventura County plays, This type of game up 2-0, this is one that they should lock away with their style of possessing the ball, working with patience, not trying to force anything. And really, they've done such a good job defensively of preventing Vancouver to have any kind of semblance of an attacking threat in the attacking third. Best chance by Yadier Zuluga just moments ago, but other than that, it's been pretty dormant in terms of chances created for Vancouver here tonight. Well, they didn't get the result they wanted against Tacoma last week for Ventura County, but in a game they really imposed their will, looked like the better team for the 90 minutes. Not able to come up with the win. That sometimes happens in this beautiful game, but tonight they've been able to impose their will, take advantage of their opportunities, and keep Vancouver at bay. Here's Mason Vanny. Slipping it through, back heel. Brown. Suji. Zuluaga. Mason Vanny with him. The turn, the shot. This takes a deflection, and it will be a, oh no, it's going to be a goal kick. Vancouver thought it took a deflection. Goes out of play, and it will be a goal kick. Carson Rasak thought it hit off a defender of Ventura County. This ball sent all the way forward. In pursuit is Plasius. Plasius with an assist on the Isaac Luna goal. Luna nearly with a brace in this game, but Rogers with a big save, and then Trevor Wright with a save off the end line. But that save went right to Eric Preston, who would capitalize. Preston with 2 goals on the season, as well as Isaac Luna. Dylan Vanny leading the team with 6 goals. That's 3rd best in the league. Dylan Vanny also 3rd in the league in shots on the season. Rasek. Suji. Bruletti. Board giveaway here by Vancouver. As Pagorni is passing off. Didn't look up before he passed the ball. Brown, maybe a chance here. Brown to his right. Brown shot deflected and in! And Vancouver gets one back! And it's Tyler Brown who gets on the score sheet, the substitute, with his 2nd goal of the year. Rich Fagan talked about how he's one of the top goal scorers in MLS Next, an MLS Next MVP, and there he slots it through to get the goal. Something out of nothing there for Vancouver, and now they trail by 1. Still plenty of time with 15 minutes remaining in this one. And now maybe Brown and company can build off that goal. Hard to fault Conlon on that, as it did take deflection off a defender of Ventura County. But either way, Vancouver will take it. Luna out wide. Here's Mason Vanny. Ball in. Rogers once again able to cover it up, and Rogers hit on the head by Plasius. Plasius going after the ball in the 6-yard box, and Plasius handed a yellow card. Ball in there by Vanny, and Palacios just not able to get his foot up and over, trying to hurdle the keeper and Rogers, but hits Rogers in the head. Palacios given the yellow. Our head referee, Patricia McCracken, allowing Sam Rogers to really gather himself, finding his footing here as he grabs a drink of water. And now we'll get going again. Palacios not trying to intentionally get Rogers there. But you still have to do a better job trying to get out of the way, try to protect the keeper. Now the training staff will have to come out. And a chance here for players to at least get some water. If you're just joining us, Isaac Luna in the 36th minute got the opening goal, assisted by Julian Palacios. Then in the 71st minute, Eric Preston would get a rebound and tap it in for the second goal for Ventura County. And Ventura County controlling this game, but then Tyler Brown comes on as a sub and gets a goal in the 75th minute, just 4 minutes after Preston had scored. This portion of the match is brought to you by OnB Mobile, featuring premium 5G, unlimited talk and text, and exclusive access to the OnB Club, where you can earn scholarship rewards, mortgage points, merchandise, and more. Learn more at onbmobile.com. And now Marko Popovic will head into the game for Vancouver. Popovic on the season, still looking for his first goal. Originally from Belgrade, Serbia. Played with Bayern Munich too before making his way stateside. Does have 2 assists on the season. Gorney replaces, or comes off the field as Popovic comes on. So Rogers is good to go. So Rogers will have to keep moving back. He was hit at the top of that 6-yard box. And now he'll sit it away. Luna able to get around one defender, still fighting for possession. This goes over the line. Let's see his last touch by Luna, so it'll be a throw here for Vancouver. This ball goes over the line, and it'll be a throw now for Vancouver. The effort right there, but unable to keep it in play was Jesse Peace. Right. Ponsa. Bruletti, a little room to go forward. Bruletti. Want to slot that one off. Was looking for Popovic. Also coming on the right side there was Brown, as this will go out of play as Garnett will send it back in. See here in the second half, Garnett playing on that right side. And now on the left side, it's Peace. Was the ability of Preston to get up the field against Peace. A shoulder from behind, and this will be a foul against Garnett. So a chance here on a free kick now as Preston's the man that went down to the ground. Preston pushed over from behind. No doubt about it being a foul. Question, should it have been a booking? But now Preston stretching out the Cavs, but Dylan Vanny about to take this free kick about 25 yards out. Chance here for Ventura County to regain a 2-goal lead. Vanny with the right, Luna with the left. Vanny strike into the wall. Vanny will try again with the left, and this one stopped. Chase for the ball. Rogers able to get there for Vancouver. Bruletti try to get by Luna. Luna doing a good job forcing Bruletti to go backwards. And Ponsa. Here's Brown, the goal scorer. Suji unable to get by Martinez. Martinez goes to the ground, and this will be a foul against Suji. Tyler Brown saying that Martinez just went to the ground, tripped over the turf. Sebastian Conlon gets the go-ahead. Bruletti playing this ball space, but back is Mason Vanny. Confidence growing here after the Tyler Brown goal for Vancouver. Now what can they do here to create another attacking option, the attacking third? Bruletti, and a foul called here against Whitecaps 2. And some change. We'll see how much we have after stoppage time is announced here in about 5 minutes. But still plenty of time here, Vancouver, to get back into this game to find an equalizer. What a job it would be if they are able to tie this game up and possibly send it to kicks to get the extra point. Bruletti. Piece will go backwards. Bruletti up the middle. And Ponsa. Just 2 subs so far for Vancouver. You have to wonder what Rich Fagan might do to bring someone on to try to jumpstart this offense here late. Ventura County, meanwhile, have yet to make a substitution in tonight's game. Matt Taylor thinking if it's not broke, don't need to fix it. Must be a whistle here against Ventura County, and an opportunity here on a set piece now for Vancouver. So Eric Preston will head off. Eric Preston right now with a game-winning goal. Chase Gazdeski will come in. Vicente Garcia also coming off the field. Miguel Villatoro will come on. Opportunity now here, Vancouver, to tie it up. The service into the area. Headed down, oh, just wide. Elevating to get the header on it was Jesse Peace. Nice ball in, Peace gets it square, but doesn't get it square on the frame. Garnett trying to get by Dylan Vanny. Back heel. No one there, though, for Vancouver. This simply just sent away by Ventura County. Allow them to reset defensively. This ball driven up by Imponsel, but right at the keeper in Conlon. Luna loses possession. Ball comes to Zuluaga, going at Mason Vanny, able to get by Vanny. Vanny stumbles to the ground. Zuluaga doing a good job pushing forward. Luna having come over and help defensively, and a corner kick now here for Vancouver. A couple different times, Zuluaga grabbing the back of his leg, his hamstring. With a runoff, though. Edward swinging ball coming from Bruletti. The delivery. Zuluaga, top of the 18. Couple feet over the crossbar. Don't mind that attempt, but just unfortunately for him, he was leaning a little bit too far back. First touch is good, and then trying to bring it down on the half volley, but unable to get it on target. 6 minutes of stoppage time added on here. Plasius for Vanny. Vanny. Luna. Luna! Off the crossbar. That might have been deflected up and out. No, it went up and over. So a goal kick here for Rogers, but Luna nearly with a brace. Popovich. Hernandez back to defend, though. Looked like they hit on Hernandez's hand, but hand was to his side. How about this opportunity moments ago by Isaac Luna? Vanny dropping it off. Luna with a great strike. It hits off the crossbar and goes out of play. Berletti was looking to get it at Tsuji, unable to get it by the defender. Here's Magana. Magana did a good job winning the ball back, but then played it forward to no one in particular. Zuluaga, 2 defenders on him. Tries to squeeze through as this is sent away by Dylan Vanny. Good help defensive there by Vanny. This ball played in. The shot goes up and over. Might have been a handball in the box as well. But Jesse Peace unable to get it on frame. Another substitute about to come on for Ventura County. So Julian Plasius will come off, had the assist on the Luna goal. Kayaina now will come on to close out the game. Kayaina onto the field as Ventura County has a chance to get their 5th win of the season and have 22 points on the year if the scoreline is to hold. Up next for Ventura County, they'll host Dynamo Dos Saturday. That game will kick at 5 p.m. Eastern. Dynamo Dos still the only team yet to lose in MLS Next Pro. Vancouver Whitecaps, they will play Friday. They will host Timbers 2. That game will kick at 9 p.m. Eastern. Zuluaga. Zuluaga into the center. Berletti. Berletti forward. Brown draws back from Tsuji. Tsuji out wide. Impansa has numbers inside the area. Impansa heavy touch, and this should be a goal kick. Good job there by our officials communicating with one another, make sure they got the call right. And Ponce just with a heavy touch that went over the end line.
Hey, it's 10 seconds. We got punished. We already got punished. That's not our fault.
Peace. How about that balance right there by Tsuji? And then he's pushed from behind, and that will draw the whistle. Vancouver trying to play quickly. Nearly got away with it, but unable to get the numbers for us. This is played for Popovich. Here's Mason Vanny, and he'll simply send it away. A chance here for Ventura County to regroup. Wright, the captain. Berletti. One push forward here coming for Vancouver. Garnett into the area. Punched away by Conlon. Zuluaga chips it back. Post headed up. A chance maybe still. The shot by Pizzo, but right at Conlon. Conlon keeps this a 1-goal game with that save. Garnett all the way back to Rogers. Brown, the goal scorer for Vancouver, over to Bruletti. Zuluaga under pressure. Able to turn, gets by Luna. Zuluaga playing the ball up. Good ball there by Zuluaga, but Conlon reading that, and there is the final whistle, and Ventura County holds on to get the 2-1 win. It was a hard-fought match. It looked like Ventura County was going to control this game with goals from Isaac Luna as well as Eric Preston, but then Tyler Brown would come on and get his second goal in this 75th minute. But tonight, our man of the match is Eric Preston, getting the goal in the 71st minute. And he is our man of the match, presented to you by Adidas, as really Preston helped to put this game away for Ventura County. And he was electric on the field. He was a nightmare in the first half on the left flank. Here helping set up the hockey assist on the opening goal by Isaac Luna. And here, ball pinballs around. Luna looking for a brace. Stopped by Rogers and off of right, but right into the footpath of Eric Preston, and he gets the goal, and he also helps propel Ventura County to a 2-1 win for our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew. I'm Josh Toll. Once again, our final score is Ventura County 2, Whitecaps 1. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Thank you, and good night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.